The big question. What are the keys to building the biggest brand in consumer brand in social media?
The number one thing we try to think about is being share-worthy in everything we do, in every way. So everything communicates. You know, in every way we're thinking about how are we communicating in every sort of, you know, aspect of our company, and how does that reach not only an initial audience, so 51 million fans on Facebook, but who they are connected to is our ultimate audience. So our 51 million are just over one fan away from the full universe of Facebook. So we do our job well and put useful, interesting, compelling content out into this community. They share it to an ultimate audience that is far greater than the one we can reach initially. So that's probably the number one thing. The next thing, and I think we've heard a lot of these things, but listening and, you know, use your ears and your mouth in the proportion to which they were given to you, I think is one of those good adages for social media. So if you listen twice as much as you talk and really engage your consumers want to be part of the dialogue. They want to be there. We're using this term in our digital team now, flawesome, being awesome with your flaws. Right, and so
with your flaws, mistakes,
flawesome, right? Just, you know, with the things that aren't quite perfect.
I don't.
Right, I think it's
an
important.
Odd brand name for that.
Flawesome. But you know what? What consumers want, they don't want to see your corporate veneer. They're really not interested in having a relationship with a corporate monolith. Right?
So how do you expose your flaws?
Well, you want to be human, right? You want to speak like a human, act like a human.
So what would be an example of that?
Well, I think, you know, if you haven't, so when you're listening and you're engaging with consumers, being able to have that dialogue that isn't the two-sentence pat corporate. You know, I'd put a bullet in all of those if I could. And by the way, it's a journey, so my PR people would say, no, the two-sentence PR statement has a role, but, you know, being able to speak like a human would speak. So if someone gives us feedback, oh, you know, there's no recycling at my little league field, and I'd really like recycling there. We could put out the two-sentence statement that says, you know, Coca-Cola's been recycling for a number of years, and it's a blah, blah, blah. Or we could say, hey, Patty, I'm really sorry there's not a recycling unit there. We're going to look into it, but hopefully, you know, based on this, you know, 2-decade journey we've had on recycling, we're really committed to that.